It is 6:17 in the morning. I haven't been to bed yet, and somehow I am still alive.
Night is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing this look for you guys, a wonderful Valentine's Day look, and I actually really like it. I had no idea what I was going to do, and this is what happened. So yeah, I really like it, and I think it's really fun. So yeah, it's also really early in the morning right now, so if I'm kind of whispering in the video, that's why, because everyone's still asleep and I don't want to wake them up with me talking to myself. So yeah. Anyways, if you want to see how to do this look, then just keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to be using the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm as kind of like a primer and moisturizer all in one. Oops, I got way too much. Yes, it does look like something that I will not say, but we all know what I'm thinking. Look at that beauty. So for foundation, I'm just going to be using my favorite, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 110 Porcelain, and I'm just going to apply that with my beauty blender. Where the fuck's my beauty blender? Found it. Oopsie, oopsie. What is with me today? I'm spilling out so much product. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. This is not my shade, clearly. I mean, look at the tube compared to my face. We can obviously see that it's not my shade, but I'm just using it for the coverage, and then I'm going to go over it with a little bit more of the foundation to blend it in. So next I'm just going to use my favorite concealer, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, under my eyes. This is the brightening one for anyone that is wondering. And I'm running really low, so that's sad. And every time I go back to the store to get it, it's sold out. And I'm like, really? I get asked a lot of the time by like clients and a couple of my friends how to stop concealer looking like cakey under your eyes, and okay, a good tip is to blend it with your fingers first and then go over it with a beauty blender or a brush if you want to, but definitely fingers first, because the warmth of your fingers will help blend it into your skin a lot better. I know some people are weird about using their fingers on their face, but I always wash my hands before I do my makeup, and I keep some hand sanitizer handy just to sanitize my hands throughout the process of doing my makeup. So it's perfectly fine to use your hands on your face just as long as you wash them before you do your makeup, and that you're not contaminating them by, you know, touching lots of things and then touching your face, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to do some face contour, and I'm going to be using my RCMA foundation palette, and I'm going to use the shade SH4 and a Morphe M164. So as you can see, it's very dark, but don't worry, we're going to blend it out. And then whoop. Yeah, I look like I'm smearing Nutella on my face. That is so cute. So once you look like you've smeared Nutella on your face, take your beauty blender and blend. Okay, so I finished blending, and I just added some powder at the top, so you can see it's really not as crazy as it looks when you first put it on. It's actually quite subtle, and I really like it. I just think it's a nice way of contouring without looking too harsh, and I find you don't get it looking as muddy when you use powder. I still like powder obviously, but this is just an extra step I like to take because I think it looks really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I did just film an eyebrow routine today, so that's going to be up really soon, so I will link that below when it is up, but I'm going to go do that and then I will be right back. So my eyebrows are done, obviously, because they're on my face, and I also went ahead and primed my eyelids. I used a little bit of Benefit Stay Don't Stray, so that is done. Now we can finally move on to the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and be naughty and use Deep Skin like always in my crease, but I'm really only using the tiniest bit because I am going to be going over it with another colour, so it's more just a wash of colour. Again, you can use any colour you like for your transition shade, and I just used my handle brush as always. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Nuts For You by Morphe, and I'm just going to take that on a MAC 217, and I'm going to work that into my crease. I'm just going to keep building up the product until I reach the intensity that I want. So next I'm going to take the Morphe eyeshadow in Pretty in Pink, and I'm just going to take that on a little brush and just pack that onto my lid. And I'm using kind of more of a fluffier brush because I don't want it to be too intense. Then I'm just going to go back in with that fluffy brush that I used for the brown in the crease and just blend the edges. So then I'm going to take another fluffy style brush. I'm just going to use like a tapered one, and I'm going to take the shade Secretive, and I'm going to put a little bit of that in my crease. This is kind of like a purpley shade. I want it to be kind of like purples and pinks, so I'm just using this to add a little bit more of that purple shade through the crease. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do the lower lash line before I move on. So I'm going to take Deep Skin and smoke out the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take Secretive and put that in the outer corner. And then I'm going to take Pretty in Pink and put a little bit of that just kind of in the middle and connect it to the inner corner. Only a little bit, because if you go too crazy with the pink down there it can look a little bit like your eyes irritated. So I want a little bit of glitter, so I'm going to use the MAC Pink Luxe eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to kind of go in with the top two pink shades on my lid. So I'm just connecting that onto my lower lash line as well. I'm just blending those edges. I've never actually used these, this palette before, this MAC eyeshadow palette, and to be honest I'm actually not the biggest fan. I know it looks really pretty, but performance wise I'm not the biggest fan, so I actually think I'm going to do a review on this because obviously it's pretty expensive, so I think that'll be fun to review. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more of the Secretive in the crease just to kind of tidy that up. So if you're wanting to do eyeliner, now would be the time to do so. I personally do not want to do eyeliner. I'm going to put a little bit of Trouble by Morphe just kind of along the lash line, just so that the lashes aren't as noticeable. So if you are going to do eyeliner, I would stick to brown. I mean, you could do black if you like black, but I think brown just keeps it a little bit more subtle. So just to save some time, I'm going to go ahead into my mascara and lashes off camera, but for mascara I'm going to be using the Benefit Ethereal Mascara in black. This is my favourite mascara. And for lashes I'm going to be using the Victoria lashes. These are just from Kmart. It's literally just called lashes, adhesive included. And this is the style in Victoria. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. So I just thought I'd show you guys what it looks like without lashes for those that don't want to wear lashes. Like myself, I don't always like to wear lashes, so this is what it looks like without the lashes. Okay, so that took me a lot longer than expected. So the lashes are now on, and I just want to say that these are a little bit more of the dramatic style lashes. So obviously if you were going on a date, you could tone them down a little bit and wear something a little bit more natural. I would probably even just do some individual lashes because they're really pretty and they look really natural, but I just want to do something fun and different. So from afar they're not like as crazy, but again, if you don't want to wear false lashes, you don't have to. It still looks really pretty with the mascara on. And obviously if you don't want it as dark in the outer corners, then again you can personalize it to make it your own. I'm going to move on to blush, and I'm going to be using MAC blush in Dainty, and I'm just going to take that on a Sigma F40, I believe. Yes, and I really didn't know what colour to do with blush, but I thought this would be a good option, so let's hope. I didn't even think about the fact that this has glitter in it. Oh well, too late. Now for highlight, I'm going to be using Smoke and Whistles by Colourpop. This is my new favourite highlighter. If you've seen my Colourpop videos, you will know that. I will link them below. If you guys haven't seen them, check them out because this is amazing and everybody needs to get it. I'm using my Morphe M511 brush. Now, I like a lot of highlights. I'm going to put a lot of highlight on, but if you like the more natural look, then I don't know why I paused there, but if you like the more natural look, then you can just do a little bit. Now all that's left to do is lips, and I'm going to be using the BYS Water Lip Pencil in the shade 04 First Kiss, and I'm just going to outline my lips and fill them in with this colour. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Botanics lipstick in the shade Orchid, and I'm going to put that over the top. But I'm just going to dab it on. I don't want to swipe it on because this is a little bit of a dry formula. I don't want lots of colour, just a little bit. So that is the completed look. That's what it looks like. I hope you guys like this video. Again, like I said before, if you want to make it a little bit more natural, you can. Obviously this look is totally not for everyone, especially not for everyone going out on a date, but if you're like me, I'm going to be single on Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna live it up. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out loads. And don't forget to subscribe too, because I make new videos every single week. And with that said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. I just like went